Good morning, everyone. This series of tutorials that are posted up in the announcements tab will deal with this first informative speech, which I entitle Tell Me Something I Don't Know. And the reason I call it that is because I want you to begin the process of choosing topics that are close to you, topics that you have a personal perspective upon, whether it's an opinion, an experience, anything that can make that topic transfer from the brain and make sure it's in your heart. When we speak about things that we're passionate about, if you think about it, nothing gets to your heart unless it's already gone through your mind. To get to the heart, you got to already be thinking and thought about it. And if you have that as a starting point, as a basis point, you always have backup. You always start with something. And I know in a lot of classes, they will tell you, this speech has to be about nature, or this speech has to be about politics. Or, I don't do that. I want you to know right now that you can talk about anything that you want to, so long as it's something that you have an honest passion for. And I like this because I get to see more about what you're really about. And let's face it, in the real world, you're not going to be asked to talk to a group of people about something that you know nothing about. You're always going to be asked to speak to people with their expectation that you bring something to the table already. So let's make that clear. I never tell you what to talk about. The other thing I want to make sure that you know up front is that I never will shut you up. And I say this in class, but for us here remotely, I just want you to know I will always put a minimum time, a basement. But if you go for 10, 12, 15, I have students go 30, 40 minutes as the class goes on. Stop laughing because it does happen. I have students go that long, and I want you to know that you can take as much time as you want with me to empty your tank, to say whatever it is you have to say, and to make sure that you're including everything that you want. So when you see in the assignments that, like this one has a 5 minute minimum, don't think that you can't go 15 minutes because I love it. I'll sit and watch the whole thing. But as far as your topic development goes, I like passion. I just, from my own experiences, I was in politics for 20 years. I had my own television show for 20 years. And so I know the difference between someone who's reading the script and someone who's really speaking from their heart and bringing some passion to the material. And this is how I want you to be when you speak. So, as far as the topic development goes here, the world is yours. You can do whatever you want. I just want you to know that the outline, which comes first, is meant to be a working document. So you'll go through the outline, you'll see the template, and you put in your information and then send it to me. And you can always send it to me and say, hey, professor, don't grade this, but would you look at it for me first and let me know if I'm on the right track? And I will always collaborate with you on your outlines and your topic development and your points and your intros and conclusions. I love working with you on all that stuff off the grading charts. All you have to do is ask me, say, don't grade this, but would you look at it? If it's just hanging in the assignment box, I'll consider that to be your final approach at it. So really, if you want help, the best way is to email it to me first, and we try to reserve Canvas for final documents. It doesn't have to be that way, but you can do it that way as well. And I will respond quickly to you and take a look at what you've got. So as far as the topic development goes here, I just want you to know it's wide open. Just make sure you follow the requirements of every speech and that you're bringing your own personal perspective to every speech. That's the best way to choose a topic for me because I don't want to be bored, and for you as well, because this independence that you have is something that you really need to think about and use. You have the freedom. Now it's up to you to use the freedom to choose a topic that you know you can speak to and bring not only facts, but opinions and experiences along with it to make a really good speech.